We're going live.
Nice. We are live.
We are live and welcome to Wednesday, the walkthrough. We've got all the latest news in the game world. So it's very exciting. Today we're going to talk about my run sheet. Left it behind. So today we're going to talk about...
Today we're sharing.
Sharing
is caring.
Caring.
Teach our children.
So we'll learn that from a couple of other guys who did some presentation on the stage where they did share to their presentation.
They didn't share enough.
That's true. So
or it depends on who you are. They didn't share enough, or they shared too little. Too little to get.
That's fair enough. Now we're going to do unboxing. What else is on the show? Let me just scroll back down. What's come out this week? There could be tips, Easter eggs. There could be what's getting made. The best clips from Twitch. But first of all, I'm just going to go straight into it because I haven't got a clue what's the list that you said all. So I've got Gav beside me, Stephen as well, and I am Jason, better known as the People's Champion, or the real thing.
Or the Swedish
blonde. So, but first we're going to check out what's been happening. So I'm going to play this, and guys, we'll start from... Sorry, man, I'm just going to use a little ruler. So we're going to go into the Overwatch. So let's work that in. So this is what's been happening. So yes, but the sound's low, don't forget. So there's a new character.
Yeah, in Overwatch. So she's the bad, I don't know how much you know about Overwatch, but...
I've been watching it.
Yeah, basically there was a bunch of heroes who were called Overwatch. They basically saved the planet from evil things.
Robots.
The robots, yep. And then something happened. They got outlawed, and then all went in their separate directions. And that's the core kind of part of this game. But she is McCree's ex.
Yeah.
So he used to belong to a gang. From what I did, was he part of that gang?
Yeah, he was part of that gang, and then he moved into Overwatch.
Yeah, so she left him or broke his heart, or he did to her, whatever. And she's a new character.
So she was live at BlizzCon. So they announced her at BlizzCon, and she is now available to try on the PTR as of today.
Well, they reckon there's a couple of other, like in the same video, there was a couple of other characters, isn't there? Because there's McCree, that's McCree. McCree basically saves somebody at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't know who you, but they really need you.
Yeah.
So she might be a new character as well. I don't know too much about her. But I read something about like there's 4 new characters, 4 or 6 new characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think something like that, something in the making. But Mr. Kaplan doesn't really like to give us absolutely everything when we want it. So
we want it all now, as they learn later on in this very same show.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which we will tell you about in a minute. Yeah, but she seems like a bit of a long range. Like, so you've got quite a few snipers, but you have to find somewhere and shoot long range. Where she seems to be a bit more of a mover.
She's in between. So her moveset is she can scope in with her right, kind of like a Widowmaker, which is more of a dead shot. So it's not as powerful as a sniper, but it's still pretty powerful. And then if you don't scope in, it's kind of like a lever action rifle. Yeah. And it just keeps on repeating shooting. She also has a dynamite, where that's really good against the shield meta. At the moment, there's a whole bunch of shields
like
and Reinhardt and Brigitte and all these other characters that are just so hard to get past. And then she's also got this secondary sort of like shotgun pistol thing, which knocks her back, so you can actually jump, shoot at the ground, and you'll fly up.
That's pretty cool.
So
it's cool. Special something to do with the robot dude.
Yeah. So she
cool.
kind of summons a robot dude.
What's his name?
I forget his name.
I forgot his name, but she goes, "Come out and get out here!" And then he
starts flying. Yeah.
Robot dude, protects her.
This robot guy?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Hey, that's the robot guy you're referring to.
That is.
Yeah,
the
so
robot guy,
that's her ult. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you know it as well.
Yeah.
Love it. Love this. All right, so
we were all on the Blizzard announcements, dude. Like,
this is
that was the big.
Wow! Have a look at this announcement.
It's hard to watch.
Oh God, this poor guy.
We love Diablo.
What do you think about Diablo?
I love Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo's great.
I liked the story. I didn't like the end game. I'm not really.
Second one's still the best. Third one was good. Bad launch. This one. Look, I'm probably gonna get flamed for this. I don't really mind that they're releasing a Diablo on mobile, but
no. But I was listening to this on the way over, right? And the mistake that they made is they should have they're launching this to a group of people.
PC, yeah.
But it's not that group of people sitting there. Like, these people are paid $60 to be there, right? Or more than that, hundreds of dollars to be there. And they're the core audience. They're not the Pokemon Go players.
No.
They're not the, any of those other mobile games. They're the people that are there because Blizzard were like, we're going to announce Diablo. So they all paid the money, got there, and then he gets up on stage and he announces the mobile game. I reckon I'll give it a play, like when you're sitting on the crapper at home.
I mean. Like, it doesn't bother me as much as I think it bothered a lot of people, but it's still like they probably shouldn't have announced it here then, or they should have made something else for it, because
wrong crowd, right?
it really was, because like you were saying, like there's
This
a
is
whole bunch of
hardcore fans.
there's a whole bunch of PC players. There's people from World of Warcraft and Overwatch, and it's a very heavy PC based event. Like that's what Blizzard do. They basically make PC games. It just happens that Overwatch gets ported to everything else. But
they Kotaku basically, the news is that they did have a Diablo 4 tease at the end of this. But it got pulled at the very last minute. So this guy's up on stage. Like, after they did this, they were supposed to then go have a key piece of art or a tag or something like that would show that Diablo 4 was coming
through.
They're nowhere near. Apparently, it's been Diablo 4 has been, the core of the game has been changed twice already. So they're like, look, we are nowhere near putting a game out. But it would have been better for them to at least just show a bit of key art. Even a 4 scratched into the screen.
Even if they did that first and then been like, hey, look, we got this coming out as well. Right. It's just they didn't really look. They would have thought ahead, but they didn't think enough ahead.
Sometimes they're just out of touch. But when a company gets to that sort of size, like that guy on stage isn't the guy making the decisions.
No.
And he got absolutely torn to shreds. They booed him at BlizzCon. Like, I don't think I've ever heard them boo anything.
After his talk?
Yeah, they boo him.
They boo him, and they went for a Q&A session, and pretty much every single question was, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And these are people that have poured their heart and soul into this game as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not their fault that, that the other things got pulled from their roster. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa. Right. So the other big news, what we've been talking about, is Fallout. Now 76.
Yep. So I've even got some personal news around this myself.
I like your personal news.
So the beta went live. I had access to the beta, but I didn't download it because I did download it. Thanks Bethesda for deleting my save.
Oh, awesome.
So there was a glitch.
Hang on. So you downloaded?
I downloaded 46 gigs for the beta.
Yeah.
So that I had that done overnight.
Yeah.
At the same time, when I got home from work, after it was done, Bethesda screwed up and they ended up deleting the file of everybody's computer. So for some reason, that file just didn't work and it all got deleted.
Awesome.
So I didn't bother re-downloading it because I couldn't be screwed downloading another 46 gig. And luckily I didn't. So I pre-ordered the massive Power Armor Edition version of this and everything like that.
Have you cancelled it?
I've cancelled it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be the only one that.
I'm not the only one.
I saw people playing this, and they a couple of guys that Skill Up.
Yeah.
And so Skill Up's actually an Aussie, and he's pretty awesome. But he played it, and he's still just got he was looking at the water textures, like the drop in, and then he was just like the lag is awful. So there's also this game just doesn't know what it wants to be. There's part in this game where you. Say like we were playing against each other and I see you out and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to kill him. So I shoot at you. Unless you fire back at me, you don't take any damage. You take minimal amount of damage. And that's half the fun of an open world game, a survival game like this.
That's true. And that's it. So yeah, the beta went live. Almost every single person hated it.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That caused me, I was looking at all the reviews, I was on the fence for ages whether I should, just cancel my pre-order or not, or just whatever, but I ended up cancelling it, and like you're saying, I'm not the only one. Our other producer man, Mr. Noel,
he's done the same.
He's cancelled it as well.
He was very.
God, that beta is.
That's not that great news at all.
No.
But
I don't know.
I have got good news.
Yes.
You'd be excited about this, Stephen, because I know you are one of those men who like PlayStation or easy.
Yes, I did see this. Yes. I'm not going to play it, but I did see this. Yeah. I don't like PUGG.
You're more of a Fortnite, or you just
I
don't like Battle Royale?
I've never played Battle Royale, and
Yeah, fair enough.
and then I've got Blackout. I play
Oh,
Blackout.
yeah, you play
I love
Blackout, yeah.
Blackout's
Yeah,
great.
good.
I like the realism of it. Like,
You probably like this more than like Blackout. I really like Blackout as well. I've been playing that quite a bit myself, but I still kind of feel like PUBG is, even though it's still a bit of a buggy mess, I still really enjoy it.
What's the difference then? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's better
It's a
about
whole
this?
bunch more realistic, just the way that you interact with the environment and what happens and what's going on and all that sort of stuff. It's very, I know especially in Call of Duty, like, you can shoot first and you should win, but in Blackout that's not the case.
Yeah.
And
That happens quite a lot.
I feel like there's a bit more
I might
tactics
give
when
it
it
a
comes
go
to
then.
this.
It
I
is-
honestly
you reckon?
think it's worth giving at least a solid few tries.
Well, if you lot have got it as well, and then there's crossplay, I'll definitely play it.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. So then we can all
Cross-play.
snipe each other.
Can you play on the same side on this?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
I've only ever won once at Blackout.
Me and a few mates we were playing, and we were playing squads, and we won 3 times in a row.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's
I've
great.
Yeah.
I've won once.
It was like, yeah, it was. I had my first win maybe 3 games into in duos, and then I hadn't won for about a week, and then I had 3 wins in a row, and I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Oh man, yeah, I do enjoy it though. Like, I keep getting to like second,
yeah.
and then it's like, and then you just freeze it. Like, it's like, the circle's like this big, and yeah.
See, with this one, I feel like it's a bit more. So with Blackout, it's a bit less rewarding going into combat.
Yeah.
Like your armor's gonna break.
Yeah.
You're gonna get shot at. You're gonna have less supplies. You're gonna go
so
to a
but
person's.
a lot of people hide for like the
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah. So you're gonna go to another person's body. They're not gonna have much. Where in this game, you actually do kind of get rewarded because they
Right.
might have things you want, or they'll have healing, or if you shot them in
Like
the
what
head,
we're
their
seeing
armor
now.
won't break.
Yeah.
And-
Okay, cool. I might give it a go now. You've convinced
Yeah, it's definitely worth a
I
try
hear
at
there's
least.
crossplay though. Do you hear that, PlayStation? Give us crossplay.
I think they might. Now, so the other news, what we have, is Warcraft.
Warcraft 3 remake.
I'm stoked for this, mate.
So you can see up the top. The top is, of course, is the high
But it's
high
just-
one, and then.
Have you seen the
and low one.
gameplay though as well?
Well, I've got. I think I've got that as well.
Gameplay.
What we'll see later
oh
on.
my gosh. Yeah. Mate, I love this game. This is what got me into World of Warcraft. Hundreds and thousands of hours of Warcraft.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, mate. Look how far it's come though as well.
Exactly, that's what I was just about to say. It's amazing.
I actually thought it might look a bit better than it does at the top.
Yeah, I mean, it is also a cinematic. I think it's really going to shine
it is
once
a
it's in
cinematic.
once it's in game. Like, and that's with a lot of things as well.
Well, you
As much as like we are like kind of shit talking Blizzard, they do bring out games that look.
Yeah, but that's
Incredible.
why their standard is so high. For them to announce a mobile game, sorry, at
Yeah.
BlizzCon of all places.
At their own massive event.
Mate, this is like... I remember playing this and then playing World of Warcraft for the first time when you see the infernal land and then it climbs out. It's fucking awesome.
It's so
It is,
weird.
isn't it? It does look good. Looks all really good. I only know the movie. I must admit.
The movie's crap.
No, I love the
not bad,
music.
but-
I
See,
thought-
I wasn't massively into. I'm not massively into World of Warcraft or anything. And I saw the movie and I thought, yeah, it's okay. But all of my friends that are really into it, they're like, nah, what are you talking about, man?
Thank you. I'm happy with that
It
game.
wasn't too bad. It was just like... It was like, you got to remember that it's 20 years? How long has that been out? Like,
Yeah,
20
long
years
time.
of World of Warcraft,
Yeah,
they
it has
tried
been
to
20
squeeze
years,
into
Like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's just-
it's never going to work. They got owned, by the way, by that Infernal. They're obviously not level 60. Just saying, bro.
Wow.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. Mate, the models look
Yeah.
amazing.
We got.
I think when it comes to remakes, I think we were saying this even in the previous week that with the Resident Evil 2 remake that's coming out and the Resident Evil 1 remake that came out, that they actually changed a few things in the game itself,
Yeah.
but they didn't change the essentials of the game. So,
Is
for
that what they're going to do on this?
I feel like this, I think they're doing that on this as well, where it's like quality of life changes, you know, placement changes, graphical changes, things that actually like, so for a remake, for it just to be a HD texture upgrade like in the, for Skyrim HD collection, that was really poorly done, because what they should have done is they should have fixed, you know, a few things, should have fixed a few spawning issues, all that sort of stuff. And that's what a remake should be. It shouldn't just be, hey, look how pretty it looks. It should be, hey, look how pretty it looks, plus check out all this new stuff that we've put into it to make it better of life, better quality.
Yeah, spot on there. So I like exactly, that's what you're after.
And I feel like a lot of people won't be pissed about that either. Like with the Resident Evil 1 remake, when people are like, oh, they're changing things, are you serious? And then it came out and ended up being better than, arguably better than the original.
Well, that's what this, I think this is what this is looking like.
And that's what Resident Evil 2 is going to be like as well.
Let me just
I'm
fast.
going to pre-order that bad boy.
But here we are, here.
Yeah, like this looks. I kind of feel like this might be why they in. Oh bloody hell!
Be nice.
Yeah, look at this.
We'll see that trailer later on. Fallout 76.
Look at that. I feel like this might be why they introduced this mode in World of Warcraft though, like where you're going and building up bases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People will go who haven't gone and played this will go back and play it.
So this to me,
Yeah, there you go, upgraded UI, stuff that should be done.
And you know that they'll make this into a another esport.
Yeah.
oh, that could make sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Anything to bring in more money.
Well, they've got the perfect platform for it, BlizzCon. Here he is, betrayer, the Lich King, mate. Before he became the Lich King.
This entire city must be purged.
That was the beginning of his fall, mate.
Yep.
When Lordaeron was infected by the undeath.
Oh no.
See, nobody knows.
I know, didn't know that.
These people
So the
are
grain in that
infected.
city
They
is
may look fine
tainted
now,
by
but it's
the
just a matter of
scourge,
time before
and
they
everybody
turn into
turns
the
into
undead.
And he thinks
This
the
entire
only
city
way
must
to
be
do it
purged.
What?
to
How can you even
stop
consider
it
that?
spreading to the rest of his
There's
kingdom
got
is
to be
going
some other
to
way.
kill everybody, and everybody thinks he's gone
Damn
mad.
it, Uther. As your future
Anyhow.
king, I order
So
you
then
to
he finds
purge
out
this
that
city.
I forgot what they're called. A demon basically did this, and then he chases him to somewhere called Northrend to get a sword to kill him, but the sword steals his soul, and he becomes the Lich King.
Oh,
Just FYI.
I'm happy. And here he is now.
The lore in this game is absolutely nuts.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah, you know, they've been doing a lot of work on Heroes of the Storm. Like, they've already got all the assets created. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Sorry, Arthas.
I mean, people knew this was going to come eventually at some time anyway, so.
Yeah.
Like it. So, what other games came out during the week as well? That's what we're up to here.
Yeah, let's have a look at our
So we're up to games that came out during the week. I've got, of course, go to the tape. Love the tape, eh? Go to the tape.
Go to the tape.
Go to the tape. Pressing the tape player. What came out this week?
So I think we're looking at Grip, yep.
Yeah, Grip, that's spot on. Have you played Grip though when you can?
Yeah, I kind of like racing games that are just super fast, super in your face. It kind of reminds me of like any game that's similar to like F-Zero. I really like them. I really do like them, and this one just looks like a classic sort of almost dumb fun.
I'm pretty sure I had a remote control car like that that could flip over like that when I was growing up.
My son does. It's a Hot Wheels one.
No, what, you drive it?
Yeah, you drive it and then it flips, hits the wall and flips over. I enjoy it.
It just looks it's just like a great multiplayer game to play with your friends as well, and just like a really stupidly fast-paced Mario Kart.
I'm happy you said that. But you can shoot out
Yeah.
of cars.
Shoot out the cars instead of shells, you're shooting missiles and rockets.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks really fun, and the price point that they've set the game at is pretty good as well.
It's good?
So, yeah, you're not paying completely at the butt for it.
Now this is your one, Stephen. What's come out this week? Have you been playing it or what?
No, I haven't. I was playing Alien Isolation this week. I went back to a bit of an old retro one I wanted to complete for a while, but this has been getting some good and bad reviews.
Yeah, I've
Like,
seen a lot of streamers playing it as well, and seen a lot of like webms and stuff around it, and it looks really interesting. but I feel like this is one of the games where you kind of have to experience it yourself rather than watch someone else
Oh,
play
okay.
it. Like it's like, you know, you don't really, if you ever played Bioshock Infinite, like the massive twist that happens in it, you don't really necessarily feel
Would you
that.
kindly?
Yeah. Would you kindly? Yeah, you don't really.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Mate.
I love the spoilers.
You don't really like kind of get that feeling when you're watching someone else do it. But when I played it, and then you know, the
You
twist
just go like
happened.
this. You go, oh my god.
Yeah, like that's literally what happened. But like, it's exactly like one of these. Like I feel like you have to beat in it. It's like if you played. There's another game called Senua's Curse.
Yeah, I played that as well.
Oh yeah,
It's about mental illness.
Yeah, mental
basically.
illness and
Yeah.
everything. And
Interesting.
that game is awesome. Playing it by yourself with headphones on and all that sort of stuff. Watching someone else play it looks cool, but you're not getting the intended experience.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite games this generation. Like, it's totally unexpected.
Yeah.
but if you had the headphones on watching the person, would you get caught up then?
No, it's because you're playing it through you're playing it through a person. You're not playing it yourself.
Right, that's yeah.
And like if you're watching games like, you know, Call of Duty or League of Legends or anything, that's just like that's fun to watch and good to watch because there's no like development, there's no necessary like decision making story wise or you thinking about what's going on or you controlling where you look.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. Like, unless you're doing like a let's play, like you as you're saying, you kind of, if you're playing like a battle royale, you can jump in to just watch a match. Whereas this, if you haven't seen the beginning of the story, you haven't got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, you got no clue, and then you know streamers will jump in after half time, or you know they might say something dumb in the middle of something very important that's going on in the story, and you'll be like, "Wait, I missed that. Go back. Oh, wait, you're streaming." Like,
Only time can heal your
I like that. It's coming up to the end of this little clip here, where we're in the mine of it. Oh no, we've already popped out, haven't we? We've just gone back to the hospital.
Yeah,
Looks
I don't
great
know-
though,
I
yeah.
don't know if I'm going to get it. I do like the look of it, and I love.
Well, last week you were
I
saying
love
you're going to get it. You're
Yeah, I know.
excited. I thought you would get it.
I know I am, and I'm just not sure. I think it might be something I buy if it goes on sale.
yeah, sit on the
Ah,
bench for
right.
a
I
bit.
don't
Yeah.
think it's. Yeah, I'm not paying full price for it. Like, this is one of your ones.
This
You
is
like-
one of mine. Well, the reviews have been shocking.
Have they?
Yeah, they've been shocking
I
about
think
this.
that, like, do you know what? I've made this mistake before, which is why I don't buy this game. I've bought a couple of Sword Art Online games, which is anime, and they're fucking horrendous. And I made the same mistake with Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's been getting some okay reviews, but like, I started playing it and I was like, I can't be bothered to invest the time in it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's like one of those games where-
and Attack on Titan, like it's really rewarding killing a Titan. But
Yeah, it is,
after you've
yeah.
done it 1,000 times, you're like, oh my god, this is so boring.
Yeah, it's just it gets. Sometimes I love a good grind. Like I played the shit out of Destiny, but sometimes when the grind just is like it just doesn't work, or they've done something, or it's just so tedious, and you can see the same thing happening over and over again in the game. Why play
I
it?
think with Destiny though, there's enough of a variety. Well, there's enough of a variety in that. You got the raids and things like that. With this, like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have any of the good moves at the beginning, so people I was playing were kicking my butt. Like, so I was just like, nah, can't bother. But I'd probably buy this if it went on sale on story mode because the anime is absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome,
anime's
yeah.
great.
And
Yeah.
that's why they've done it. Like, that's why they do it with these, because there's so many people that love the anime and
Yeah.
they just want more.
Yeah,
And that's why they do
incredible.
it. But I don't know how good it is.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't gone well.
No.
It hasn't gone well. Out of 100,
I did
the
see some
reviews
people
gave it
stream-
like 68.
Some people, quite a few people are streaming this though.
Yeah, people stream it, but like it's gonna be one of these, sad to say, forgettable games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Which you know,
nailed it.
it's you know, it is heartbreaking to say that, you know, you can see the amount of like care when it comes to the character details and you know how much time people spend on this sort of stuff, but that's just what happens in the industry nowadays. Games, just some games that if you don't make something that's, you know, it doesn't even have to be that crash hot anymore. Even if it's a game that just reviews somewhat well, people will remember that.
Well, I know a lot of the big gaming outlets that I've been gaming news sites and you know podcasts and everything. They've been saying like it's a time, we're in a really great time for computer games, and your games can't just be okay anymore.
No.
They have to be, it can't even be like great anymore, they have to be like amazing.
Yeah, that's why I'm really stupidly excited for Mr. Kojima's new game, Death Stranding.
We just haven't given enough about what it's actually about.
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't bother me. He's going to make a great game.
I'm a delivery man in like a whatever. It's like, okay.
Just going to fast forward this one a bit to get on to the next one.
Moonlighter, yeah.
Moonlighter
So this
coming
came out
out.
on PC a couple months ago.
Yes.
And now it's been released for Switch, which is absolutely awesome. And it's actually a really fun game. I bought this when it came out on PC. There was a few things that, you know, longevity of the game was a bit of an issue, but they've patched a few things out. They've made a few things extra.
What do you do in this game?
So it's like a dungeon crawl, and you run a shop.
Okay.
So
yes, we talked about this before. And you can
Exactly.
stock your shop.
you can stock your shop, and then you sell things, and it's like a
And he gets a sword. It
Yeah.
goes from the wood sword to a...
it's a whole bunch of different stuff, and it keeps going. You upgrade your shop, you upgrade your town.
PlayStation?
No, I think it's just PC and Switch at the moment.
Yeah,
I need
that's
to
just...
get a Switch.
Yeah, get a Switch.
Oh, next two. This one and the one after this one is Switch.
Good old man. What's it got grey hair?
It's not grey hair, it's Swedish blonde.
Right,
Swedish blonde. See, look at it. Swedish blonde there.
But in other Switch and Nintendo related news, the last Switch or Nintendo Direct came out for the new Smash.
Oh yeah, you love Smash.
Yeah, so they announced their last two characters, technically three characters. So they announced, I called this as well. Remember how I'm like,
Yes.
it's these two characters? And it was those two characters. So it was Ken and Incineroar, and I called it on stream a few weeks ago, 2 months ago.
So I was
And,
going to say, that's a while ago.
And yeah, they came out being true, and then they revealed their last character as DLC for a pre-order, which was a piranha, a pot plant. A pot plant.
But it's free DLC, so some people are still pissed off. The internet seems to rage about everything.
It's because, you know, it's not Waluigi, and then there was this massive leak around it being like, oh, it's going to be Banjo-Kazooie, and it's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff, or people from Chrono Trigger, and nah.
I like the look of this.
This game's great. And it's like one of those indie games, like I said, well priced, good quality.
I just, because I love pixel art as well. Like
Yeah.
I've just actually, I've just hired a guy to do some images for me. Like he's done an amazing job. It just looks great. Like
Oh,
It's,
I think so too.
Pixel art's just great. It gives off if you do it right, it gives off a really personal but yet retro vibe.
I love it how you say retro vibe, but to me it's just back in the day, this is how it was.
Yeah.
This is how I saw
and
video.
how did you complete this game? You just, or did it go on forever?
No, there's like a last dungeon.
So you go to a dungeon, sell your crap. Go to a dungeon, sell your crap. Go to a dungeon, sell your crap.
Rinse and repeat, yep.
Okay.
That's the last dungeon.
And then what do you do with the money you get from?
Upgrade your own stuff, upgrade your town, upgrade your own...
Upgrade your town.
Cool.
You can pay for other people to come into your town and help boost its economy, basically.
Cool.
All right, this is the last one.
And re-release Diablo on the Switch.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Wow.
So that's what I thought.
That rain is loud.
That is we are in the shed, and it is raining quite loud, as you might be able to hear or might not. But this, you can get this on
PC, yeah. So
This has been
and
out
mobile,
on-
and mobile
No,
too.
this won't.
I'd cry.
No, this seems like I actually watched again Skill Up's review of this. He said it's the perfect game to have on the Switch. Like just going, leaving your house,
yeah, it would be,
playing
yeah.
this, just crawling through dungeon, playing it at home.
And then
Keeps a
multiplayer
replay value as well, yeah. Multiplayer, just dungeon crawl with your mates. It's awesome.
The graphics, yeah. And he said there was a slight drop in the graphics.
Oh yeah, of course. There's going to be a downgrade somewhere. If they need to make it work on the Switch, they'll try and
Mate,
make it work on the
having
Switch.
4 of your mates sitting around with your Nintendo Switch would be
See?
awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I love the story in this as well. I thought it was great. Although one of the characters that you play as like dies, like
Yeah.
end of the game, which is pretty sad. But yeah, that
Alright.
one's a good one. I'd definitely, if I had a Switch, I'd play that.
yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna grab that one when
Grab that
down
one?
line Christmas or something.
Now, in my little thing, you might have to help me, Gab. What are we up to now? What is coming out? What's coming out? Is that
So
what we're
coming
up
out
to?
is today actually is the Overkill's The Walking Dead. So it's like a it was kind of spiced up to be a Left 4 Dead sort of similar-ish game.
Right.
Yeah, you've got different classes, haven't you?
Yeah, different class, a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's gone down the same sort of trend of
Looks like
pre-order and
Days Are Gone.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like Days Gone. It's supposed to be that fast-paced.
No,
sort
it's
of-
first-person shooter though. So it's
yeah,
So it's like a lot more realistic zombie shooter, but you've got like zombies that do different things. There's, I don't know if they're going to introduce team versus team though. You go into a map
yeah, I'm
and
not too sure, but like
Oh,
there's actual
okay.
humans you can fight against in this, but early copies have gone out and reviews aren't looking too good.
They've got a lot of people playing it. Like Greg Mills is playing it. Like a few other people are doing all sorts of different events. I don't know if I'm going to give it a go. It's only out on PC at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it coming out on other consoles?
I think they're announcing it down the line.
Yeah, I don't reckon. I've got too much to play at the moment.
what happens goes on sale.
Yeah, maybe. Everything's game when it goes on sale, mate. Steam sale.
Steam sales, hello.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about it. Like, I'll probably wait for the reviews on this one, proper reviews on this one. I've seen gameplay. I haven't seen any reviews yet. You always know it's a bit of a danger when a game they don't release review copies.
Yeah, no.
So reviewers only get it on the launch day because if reviewers like slam it before you oh shit, shotgun to the chest. If reviewers slam it before it's even released, then nobody will buy it. Pre-orders get cancelled. So what they do is they just release it on go live day, and then people have already bought it.
Yeah, and that's what this game has rumored to come out to be like. That so there was a few early copies going around, but
Maybe they should have spent less money on the bloody
Cinema.
cutscenes and more on the game.
Looks fantastic.
yeah,
It just looks brilliant.
it does look great, and that's sort of the shame when it comes to.
But what's the objective of this game?
It's like Left 4 Dead, go point A to point B, or survive in said area, or collect said things to escape said area.
Oh, right, yeah.
So yeah,
So pretty much like Walking
yeah.
Dead.
So
Yeah.
it's coming out on Xbox, PlayStation 4 in February.
Yeah, just let us know.
See, that would work. Like, why wouldn't you just release it on all consoles at the same time if it's that bad?
I like the look of this game though. Gone into the next one.
This is the Forge DLC. So this game is out, but this is the main game here. But there's a
Oh my god.
DLC pack called the Forge coming out, which you probably haven't got footage of.
But yeah, they've just brought out a new expansion pack, and I think that drops in a few days. This one.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm not sure about one. I know that's coming out.
This game got well reviewed, and I don't think the DLC will disappoint.
I'm probably going to wait for this. They've already brought this down in price, but with all of these games, I've really enjoyed all of them. But again, I've waited for the sale.
Yeah, it's
I
either
love
you
it.
really like it and then you'll grab it straight away, like your Nathan Drake and Uncharted's, but
Yeah. Good. They definitely did a good job rebooting the Tomb Raider franchise, I think. But this
Yeah.
is the last game in a trilogy. There'll be a few DLC packs for this, and then I don't know what's next for Lara. Maybe they'll reboot her again.
Oh, they'll
Maybe.
reboot it. How
But they
could you
did a
not?
movie based on this as well. Like, kind of missed the mark of it a little bit.
I was going to say that missed the mark. A lot of points in that one.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So that's probably one for the Tomb Raider lovers out there to play.
Now, I know we've talked about this a little bit, but that's coming up. The next game is Fallout 76.
Yeah.
What,
What else do you say about this? I haven't actually seen any of these live action trailers.
it honestly looks great. Like this, the premise is great. The execution is not.
no, looks all incredible.
Yeah, so they need to fix the wow.
Well,
wow,
we've got some hail.
Here, I'm not sure how much of that's coming across on the audio.
No.
I didn't know it rained in Australia.
That is rain.
That is rain. How's that coming through on the feed?
Yeah, it's
A little
coming
bit.
through.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's insane. Wow.
Wow. There's no drips though.
But as they say with games, as it rains, it pours, and this game is pouring with absolute shite reviews.
As you've already said, like, there's been a few good review now cancelled. So
Yeah, I personally cancelled it. I'm just so upset and disappointed.
I love it. Not happy that you're upset, but I'm
Yeah.
happy it's showing. As hail falls upon us.
that hail, my car.
Yeah, that's how. Oh, your car. All our cars. There we are. What? Oh, yeah.
Send it to an IRL stream,
This is
go outside and get the camera.
Wow.
Oh. I'm happy I did close that door.
Yeah,
Two.
would have been
We're
flooding
waiting
in.
to wait for that to pass so anybody
Yes.
watching can actually hear us.
Yeah, because we can't hear each other. Mate, are we coming across? Anyone on chat could tell us if they were getting that storm? Would be
I think they
appreciated.
would definitely get in that storm.
I think it'll be a repeat of yesterday.
True. But, conclusion, we just saw Fallout 76. Gavin, what score would you give it so far? Gavin?
Preemptive score 3. It works, it plays, it doesn't play well, and it doesn't work well.
Okay,
Yeah.
the next game what we're looking at?
Yes.
Yes, I want to get this. I tried to get this. I tried to convince Emma to let me get this for Isaac, but she wouldn't let me.
I know, and he just do it anyway.
Yeah. I might just get it for myself. I'm going to stop the premise and just get it for myself.
Just get it for yourself. It's Pokemon. It's just fun.
Looks
Apparently, though,
fantastic.
it's like an entry level. Like, you shouldn't really be able to see the Pokemon. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's a bit accessible, and it's got like the same sort of Pokemon Go.
So will you only be able to?
Yeah.
You'll be able to collect. Presumably, you'll be able to collect the first 150 Pokemon, and then they'll bring out another game, and then you'll be able to collect more.
Yeah, all that
Because
sort
you
of
can
stuff.
go into this game and import all your. I only really liked the first 150 one anyway. I think it got stupid after that.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to go back to basics with the Pokemon, and
Isn't this a reboot though? Like, isn't this a remake of Pokemon Yellow?
Yeah, basically, yeah. But super high def.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but
Mad
yeah. So
glitch.
I'm quite.
Has to be.
I'm quite looking forward to this though. I think this is going to be a good one.
Is that real?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no,
there we
you
go.
There you go.
I was going
It
to
was
say.
lying.
Why you lied to us, stream?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably. I might just see if.
Thanks for watching.
I kind of wanted
If you
to
enjoyed
wait.
that, check out some of
I
our
kind
other
of wanted to
videos on
wait
IGN.
because they're going to be releasing the Gen 2. Have you seen
Yeah.
the Gen 2? So I might wait a little while. It's pretty expensive. I don't know how the. So with that game as well, there's a Pokeball controller.
Oh yeah.
So, but I don't really know how that works either. But that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like almost imitating like the throwing of the Pokeball. They announced that way ages ago, and some people were like, I don't know about this, but I think they've all kind of cooled off and been like, whatever.
Yeah, I think that what they're trying to do with this, right, is they're trying to capture that audience that are playing Pokemon Go at the moment. Like,
Yeah,
that's why
that's
they've given, you're able to import your characters, you're able to do all that stuff. It's super simple and accessible. Like, you can see all the characters. It's very much reminiscent of like walking around the streets with your Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
can see them. You throw a Pokeball at them. It's got a similar control thing you can get. So the idea is to draw that audience into the Nintendo Switch, and it's a remake of Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon what was it, Yellow Green?
Yeah, yellow, green, blue.
Yellow Green Blue, and that's the original one that was on the Game Boy,
Yeah.
which I played on an emulator for quite a while on my PC at home, which is now you get in trouble for. But yeah, like, so that's pretty fun to do. Like, so I'm always a Pokemon fan. Like, I play. I've got one of the newer ones on on my 3DS, but I never really. I got halfway into it, and I didn't recognise any of the Pokemon or any of that stuff.
Yeah, they're all the new Pokemon, the Alolan.
Yeah, so going back to this is like I know all of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I could probably tell you all of their names
Oh, brilliant.
and their evolutions as well.
Okay, so this is what came out is Battlefield number 5.
Yep. So
This is gonna die a death.
so that's I had also pre-ordered this. I cancelled it 5 minutes after my my Fallout.
Why? Why did you
Wow,
cancel this?
what happened there?
I look, I think this game is going to be really, really good when it comes out, and I feel like it's going to go through a huge boom, but I feel like it's going to suffer from the same Battlefield 1 of people play it for 2 weeks and then not play it anymore.
Story?
It does have a story, but it also has a Battle Royale mode, and the thing that made me cancel it is the Battle Royale isn't coming out on release, so you're basically paying for 2/3 of the game on release. And I don't like that practice, so I'm voicing my opinion against that and cancelling my pre-order.
Yeah, but why not just wait until it's got why not just wait until it's got the Battle Royale?
I'll buy it when the Battle Royale mode comes out, and it will be on sale when that does come
But
out.
then also, right, like it's got to be like it got beaten by it's already been beaten by Blackout. Like so, they kind of does that indicate there'll be Spitfires in the Battle Royale? Hopefully.
I think they are trying to put that in, but
But yeah,
there was beta for the multiplayer, and I loved the multiplayer beta. I thought it was absolutely awesome, and that alone did convince me to get it. But then at the same time, I don't agree with a company being like, "Hey, we're gonna offer this thing in the game." Oh wait, actually, you gotta wait this amount of time to actually get it.
That's a pretty valid point. Like,
I mean, it's great that they're taking the time to finish off a product instead of releasing it straight away. And I reckon they looked at Black Ops being like, oh wait, they have a finished product and it's way better than ours, let's fix
well,
it.
not even that though. Like, I honestly don't think Blackout is a finished product. But what they've done is now anything that they bolt onto that is going to be, oh cool, a new map. Oh cool, a new vehicle. Oh cool, a new gun. Oh, we've changed the gun meta. Like, you should release a full game.
Yeah. And that's what I don't like. I just,
Jesus.
if I'm gonna pay for something, can I please
Have the whole game.
have the whole game?
I like it.
Like-
Gee, it looks incredible.
It does. It looks great. And I was playing the beta and I have this awesome clip of me getting this like triple headshot just in this stupid tower. But yeah, look, Battlefield 1 went on sale for $8 with the season pass the other day,
Yeah.
and that's just what's going to happen to this game.
All right. So it comes up to our next little section. What is called What's Getting Made.
What's getting made?
So boys, this
What
is
is getting made?
well, we're having a look right here.
The apparent Destiny killer Anthem.
I don't know. Everybody says everything's a Destiny killer. There's still people playing Destiny 1 for Christ's sake. Yeah, this looks great. They've just released another, which I haven't actually watched yet, another 45 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They've just finished the closed alpha for this game as well.
Yeah.
So, closed, yeah, no.
It was closed alpha.
Yeah, closed alpha.
So not many people got to play it at all.
So they gave some feedback, and then, but what's great about the team BioWare doing this, right, is that they're coming back, they're going, this is what we're doing, this was some of the feedback, this is stuff we're addressing, loot drops, like being able to fly for longer, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just addressing it all and fixing it all before it comes out.
And they want to make a great game, and that's fucking awesome. Like I don't see anyone else that is
But they're really...
is that interactive. Like especially on the Reddit, when they first announced this, they were answering questions. They were keeping up to date with the community. They're being like, the community's like, can we have some suggestions? Sure. Here's some suggestions the community would like. Okay, we've done this. We're looking into this. Yeah. Maybe not that, but we can do this.
Because they did screw up a little bit. Like this got such in E3. This got such a small little window. Like, and it was stuff people had already seen. And you've got to remember, like, we are anticipating the shit out of this game. And when you don't hear stuff about it,
people get worried.
The hype can die as well. People were really worried about this at one point, weren't they? Like, I can't remember what it was. something about this really worried people. Like, there's something about the director leaving and then all this other shit. And negative press like that will just kill the hype for your game. So they rehired the guy. Like, they're not doing like loads of different versions of this. They're not doing microtransactions. Well, that's what they've said anyway. But yeah, super hyped for that game.
Next one. What's coming out? What's getting made?
Dying Light
I
2.
need to finish Dying Light 1.
I play. There's so much extra stuff you can do it, especially if you get the enhanced edition.
Yeah, I got that.
There's so much stuff. It's so much fun. Parkour, zombies. It's like Dead Island, except a lot better.
And you can also have you can also play a game where it's 4 of you versus a monster as well.
Oh, perfect.
So at night time, there's these super zombies that come out. I remember getting into this game though. Somebody logging into the first one, logging into like so people joined my party. He dropped me loads of really awesome weapons and then left, so that I could use them. And we were going up against the monsters and just killing
Destroying
the
them
ones at night.
instantly, yeah.
It's great. So you can make knives that have like electric, like you can craft anything in this game as well. Like it's pretty nuts.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more like degraded, doesn't it? Because in the first game, you're just in one town. Oh, it's on an island, isn't it, or something? Like
You're in a city, and you can go between a few different cities, or kind of. But yeah, you can get like between suburbs, and there's like a major city you can go into, and then a few other things. But yeah, it was really fun.
It looks like a good evolution of it, though, right? And the developer, like, this is one of these games that's going to get a lot of support because the developers supported the first game for so long.
Yeah, they did.
They just kept giving you free shit constantly.
Really?
Yeah, they supported it for what, like maybe 2 or 3 years?
3 years. Yeah, basically.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And you can pick up the first game stupidly cheap now.
Yeah.
Definitely worth having to play.
That's very good. I like this.
Yeah, so I reckon I might have to give that another look. I haven't completed it. The story wasn't great though, was it?
Oh, look, it wasn't bad. It wasn't crash hot, but it was enjoyable.
That was Dying Light number 1. You're going to have a look. Look at that. And you're saying it's on sale too, Stephen.
Oh no, yeah, I think it was.
It was on.
With Halloween, it was.
With Halloween sale, it is.
You know, I like my
And
sales. I like
there's
the bargain.
another sale. I got an email today from Steam being like, here's another 8 things on your wish list that's on sale. So
Love a wish list.
yeah. Also, Christmas sales coming up soon.
Yes,
Yes.
wait for Christmas sale.
Like it? All right. Now we're coming up to the little segment.
Yes.
What's called the top 6.
The top 6?
So these have been the top 6 on Twitch TV.
I like this
what have
section.
been watched the most? You'll recognise some faces, not from us, but who's been on the program already. So let's have a look at number. Let's roll it, and we'll go to number 6, please, Mr. Music Man. All right.
Oh my goodness. What is that?
It's a hologram.
A hologram?
It's supposed to be like a Hatsune Miku. If you've heard of Hatsune Miku.
Are they all holograms? Is that AR?
So so they actually project animations on stage like that.
Is that the and they look 3D?
Yep.
So these are normal people, and then look. So this is that League of Legends.
And that's supposed to be Ari. So.
Is that the future?
Yeah.
That's the future of
Yep.
concerts.
Oh yeah, you should if you're interested in this sort of stuff, check out Hatsune Miku.
That is
Massive Japanese like J-pop sort of artist, I guess you could call her. I don't know, she's not real, but the crowd goes nuts.
Oh, you can see why.
Yeah.
So
The future is here, guys.
The future is here. Number
Soon we
5.
won't need girlfriends.
Violin is so hard.
Awesome though.
Yeah.
I've seen a girl that does like drum and bass violin. It's awesome.
And the ending is so crazy. It's like,
What is this? What is he doing himself on? It's like you really feel it though, isn't it? Like, look at him, man. He's well enjoying it. Look at his fingers.
I'm not watching this film.
He's jealous.
Just pop it. Yeah, it pops up.
Why is the guy next to him freaking out? Is it because he's so good?
Yes.
Right.
If you have someone that good next to you, playing like that,
Put your violin down.
you get
Just
really.
leave the room.
Yeah, you almost feel like giving up.
I'm going home.
Whoop.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Rip.
Rip. F
Could
and
be.
chat. Thanks.
No. Looks okay. Beautiful. Okay, we're up to number 4.
Number 4.
I've seen this one.
Whenever there's an online game,
So what he's doing, right,
definitely gonna be
is he's watching this guy on stream, yeah? And he's in Discord, but he doesn't have any Discord alerts. So he's playing Fallout 76 thinking someone's trolling him in the game, and he's just joining his Discord, smacking his table and saying dumb shit. And then leaving the Discord call.
I don't get it. What is that? What? Oh, what?
He's like trolling him in game.
Trolling game.
So he's joining the person's Discord call.
Oh.
Look, and then he's like knocking. And he's thinking that someone's in the game like hacking him or like screwing with him. He said he's just dumb and he doesn't realize that his Discord's on.
Right.
And you can hear the audio come back through the guy's stream that he's watching.
So why does he
whenever
keep...
there's an online game, there's definitely gonna be at least a few losers to learn it. There's always gonna be.
All right, number 3.
Oh yeah, another thing on Fallout is
I just can't stop looking. Is
Your-
that a real moustache?
Yeah.
That doesn't look real.
that's huge.
That's
Yeah, the thing with that
I
Fallout
love
76 is that so see,
Look how fast he's running.
so the animation is tied to your frame rate, and since you get higher frames looking at the ground, you run stupidly fast.
Oh my god, this game is so fucking buggy.
So I have a high refresh rate on my computer.
Oh, so how fast do you run?
So
Yeah,
I
I've got
could
like
look at the
160
ground and do exactly that same thing.
Oh my god.
And I think came out as well. I totally forgot to mention this, but they're using the same engine from Fallout 4
Right.
in this game, and Fallout 4 has some
Isn't that
real bad security issues.
Yeah,
So people
I've
can
read this
actually
today.
go into your game, mod your stuff, and walk out or blow up anything that you built or
Yeah, quite simple.
yeah.
Open source.
Yep.
Okay, number 2. Number 2.
Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. What happened?
Just play that one back.
Oh my god.
Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. What happened?
Is that the booing?
That's just basically like just cutting it, just taking it so out of context.
I like it. Yeah, here we are. Now this is number 1. I do recommend to listen to this one. I found it very funny, but I don't mind that. Here we are. Number 1.
Number 1.
Why does he get a toy and I don't get one? Who gets the grilled chicken?
Oh, that's me.
Who got the Big Mac?
That's me. Nah, it's me, it's me.
No, what? No. This is a quarter pounder. Ow. Who has a large fry? Who has 10 nuggets?
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, what about the other 10 nuggets? We got a medium fry.
Yeah. I'll take that one. Yeah.
And then we have a cheeseburger. Make chicken.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine.
These are my 2 hamburgers.
They're yours.
What happened? I thought we were missing food. What are these?
Oh.
Man, Greek, he's funny like that.
I love it.
He did that like cold, like proper cold,
Yeah.
like sarcasm. Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah,
It's mine.
I'll take that.
Mine.
So, guys, you want to go deeper into one of the games that you want to talk about? Is there a game that you want to talk
What have you
about?
been playing this week?
I have been playing Alien Isolation this week in honor of Halloween,
Yeah.
I went back into my collection and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give Alien Isolation a try, and I played it on stream, but it was, and I think that the only reason I was able to play it was because I played it on stream.
Yeah.
Because it was so fucking
You could separate
scary.
yourself, yeah.
Well, I was kind of, because I was kind of talking as well. I was talking to people in stream, like, and I was talking to myself, sort of. Yeah, it just got me through it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just probably one of the. It made me jump like on a million different occasions. It's frustrating. I bared with it. Like, and I'm a massive Alien fan as well. Like, I love the Alien movies. So, and there's so many callbacks. I mean, like at one point, and it's on sale at the moment.
Hey.
It's on sale.
Love the
Super
sale.
bloody cheap. Like, it won shitloads of game awards. And like, if you've ever watched the first Alien movie, you can go around the shit. They got all the original
Yeah.
cast back into.
But that was a couple of weeks ago. Was the last week we had that as in our top 13 scariest
horror
one?
games, yeah,
Horror
that's-
games would be.
that's
That
why
was
I-
number 2, or was it?
A super high.
Yeah, it was number
Yeah,
2.
something-
yeah,
something
that's
up there.
right.
Spoilers. So if you don't want to know this, you should probably turn away now. But like, so you go through the whole game thinking there's just one alien, and
Yeah.
then you get into this situation where it's basically just in this room with you, and this guy shuts the door on you, and you blow off like half of the ship, so it goes down towards the planet. You get back on the ship, and then you go like you're going down and down further into the ship to find out where everybody's gone, and it's similar to Aliens. You go down, and then you find out that there's shitloads of eggs. There must be an alien queen there, and you get face huggers attacking you, and you get all sorts of different crap. Like, it's pretty nuts, but it's definitely like, yeah, just fucking scary as, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
I'd recommend that as a good game. Like, I think it probably took me about 8 to 10 hours to finish. So I'd definitely recommend it if you haven't given it a go. But you will shit your pants on multiple.
Yeah, no, I've played, like you, probably only about an hour and a bit of it, because I'm a bit of a wet noodle when it comes to horror games.
Yeah, me too.
But I actually really enjoyed it.
So what game have you been playing, Gam? What are you?
I've
playing?
been smashing more Black Ops, and I've also revisited Metal Gear 5.
Oh yeah.
So I really love my Metal Gear series. That's why I'm so hyped for the new Hideo Kojima game, Death Stranding.
I went back and played that as well, and but then I found that Quiet leaves you if you do one particular mission. So
Oh yeah, she does leave you, but they did patch it back in that you can get her again.
if you use the butterfly logo.
I can't remember what it was. There's some way you can get it back, but it's.
But the thing that I love that game, like, I think it's great, and you can go and you can kidnap people and do this other stuff, and it really pulls on the heartstrings. It's a genius game, but the thing that about it is that you know that it's an unfinished game. They fired Kojima before he finished the game.
Yeah, they did fire him. Oh, they fired him just before release, so there was a few loose ends, and he got removed from the credits. Anyway, there was a massive thing around that, but he still pretty much built the game.
Yeah, but they break it up into missions, and then they go, oh fuck this, and they basically just put the end of the game on a disc,
Yeah, that's.
so you don't get to play it.
Oh, actually, they didn't even release the end of the game on the disc. They actually, so people dug through the files to see what happened in
and
the
it was
end.
on there.
So you find out, like, you know, the kid is actually Psycho Mantis, and then Eli.
Oh well, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah,
though, wasn't
which
it?
was obvious. But like, and then Eli was obviously Liquid and all this other sort of stuff. But
I think that, yeah, I did like it. I thought it was a good game. Like, it was really well made. And I honestly was playing that game when I was just like, oh, I can't be bothered with this. And then I got into it and I was like, I can be bothered with this. This is great. Like, it's really good.
yeah,
And like, upgrading your mother base and all that's really rewarding. But then they tried to bring microtransactions into that part of it as well, didn't they? But
it was just the online part, so it was nothing to do with the single player. Nothing, no pay to win, no nothing. It was just all cosmetic stuff, which doesn't, like I said, doesn't bother me. Does bother me a bit, but
well, it wasn't game breaking, but it was good. It was good.
yeah,
I enjoyed that one.
yeah, no, it was super fun.
Yeah. Cool.
We haven't done well.
Nah. What else is on your agenda then this week? We've got-
So next week we're gonna. I've got the guys from Essendon Esport. They're gonna come in.
Yep.
So they're gonna come in, talk to us
Yep.
about how to get involved in the team if you want to join the team. And as well, we've reached out to some developers as well.
Nice.
So it should be quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
That will be good fun.
Show them a good time.
Show them a good time.
Yep.
Should be a lot of fun. But Well, we can just wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's basically all we have
For this week,
Yeah.
That's it.
So tune in next time.
Next Wednesday,
Yeah, and we will have a few special guests on. And
special guests. Are we going to have any technology? What about unboxing? We're going to have any unboxing, do you think, next week?
Yeah, we can bring.
Yeah.
Sounds like Thor's just appeared.
Thor is going out for beers. Yeah, so I can bring in my razor next week to give you a proper. I've been giving that a good run through the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll
Is
bring-
that the controller?
Yeah, the controller. Yeah,
That'd be
so
great.
I'll bring that one in.
Also, probably bring in a microphone that I 100% reckon that's great for streaming and or music production.
Yeah, awesome.
Ooh, like that. Like
Sounds
that.
good.
That's very good.
All
All
right,
right.
guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Tune in next time, and yeah, we'll see you then.
Yes.
Take
Thank
it
you.
easy.
See you guys.
Bye. No, we're staying on air.
Oh.
I have to disappear.
Hold on. Is this changing? You're trying to stop recording.
It's alright, I learned how to play Wii music on
Wii.
my guitar. It's okay, I can do that.